Rapid fire entertainment.
Shout outs to the world, man. What's going on? It's your host with the most that stay fly from coast to coast. It's your boy Tommy Too Fly. And what it do? You're tuning in to another edition of the Too Fly podcast. And today, we're going to talk about my top 5 MCs. Yeah, couldn't wait to get this topic started. That's right, the top 5 MCs that I feel, my opinion, that I feel on my top 5 list. Before we get started into that though, let's talk about our honorable mentions. First off, we have Lauryn Hill. Come on, what can not be said about Lauryn Hill? She's lyrically a genius when it comes to what I think. In my opinion, she's one of the top females I ever heard in my lifetime. And I have Busta Rhymes. See, now technically Busta Rhymes was almost in my top 5. Come on, anytime Bust get on the track, he kills it. Bust have number 1 singles like for days. We talking about Busta Bust here, man. Busta Bust is great. And I have The Game. Yeah, I said it. Game. I like Game. I can't hate on Game. I love how he came out. The whole situation with the G Unit and how he flipped it. Come on, man. I love Game and his music. He can be lyrically and he can still be gangster at the same time. I like what Game presents and what he brings to the game. So yeah, Game all day. Now, before we get into my top 5, I might disappoint a lot of people. Why? Because Tupac and Biggie are not in my list of top 5. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. I apologize. But this is America. We are allowed to state our own opinions and have our own views. So no, Tupac and Biggie is not in my top 5 list. I truly apologize to anyone I offended about that. I'm sorry. Now, Tupac and Biggie are in my top 10, but not my top 5. Now, with that being said, let's get right into it, okay? Top 5 from your boy Tommy Too Fly.
Rapid fire entertainment.
First on my list is Scarface. That's right, Brad Terrence Jordan. Scarface, a rapper, a music producer, an author. Hometown, Houston, Texas, H-Town reppin', homie. And also a former member of the Ghetto Boys. One of my favorite albums from Mr. Scarface is The Fix and Last of a Dying Breed. And the last release that he just recently, Deeply Rooted. Why Scarface is on my list? Well, Scarface, the way his content and what he talks about and the way he comes across it and he's not scared to cross lines, the way that Scarface lays it out for people, and he's a visionary. He gives you a picture of what he's saying, and it's deep. That's why I love Scarface. So everyone on my list, and Scarface is one of my top influence when it comes to the way of him putting it out there, the way that he says it, that makes you feel it, that makes you feel his anger, his pain, his stress. You feel all of that when you're dealing with Scarface. So that's why Scarface is number 5 on my list. Next up, Redman. Yup, Mr. Reggie Noble himself. Record producer, actor, used to be a DJ. The EPMD, Keith Murray, and Method Man himself. My favorite album from Redman, Muddy Waters by far. Doc's the name, and there is a dark side. That's right, Redman is in my top 5. You can say what you want to say about Redman, but let me let you know why he's in my top 5. The reason why Redman is in my top 5 is because of the lyrical content. Come on, man. One puts it down like Redman when it comes to punchlines and bars. Redman is on top of things, man. And that's why I love him to this day. And he's so real. He's so down to earth. You got to love Reggie Noble. Redman, exactly. Number 4 on my list. Next up, Eminem. Come on, man. What cannot be said about this white boy? Marsha Bruce Matters. Come on. He's a record producer, an actor. How many #1 selling albums on the Billboard charts? Hot 100. Come on, work with Dr. Dre and 50 Cent. Grammy Awards, movies. My top albums from Eminem: The Eminem Show, The Shady LP, and The Recovery. Why? Why on my top 5 list? Here's why. His lyrical expression, the way that he rhymes with syllables and sounds, I sound, by sound, he raps with that. He makes lyrical content out of things such as that nature, man. And he's a phenomenal artist when it comes to lyrics. He's phenomenal. And don't forget, man, he makes great music too. He makes beats. And how can you forget one of the dopest battle rappers in the game? Eminem will eat you alive, homie. I'm telling you, Eminem is great. And I'm sorry, I have nothing against his skin color, and I love Eminem. So that's my thoughts on Eminem. Next on my list at number 2, y'all might know who I'm about to say next. Most of y'all probably will. It's the man himself, Sean Carter, Mr. Jay-Z. Now, you already know who Jay-Z is and what he does, right? Come on. Jay-Z sold over 1 million records and still is doing the same thing. Come on, Grammy Awards, business owner of a 40/40 Club, Rock Nation Sports. Man, the list goes on and on, man. He recorded with music with just about every artist you can name. My favorite album from Mr. Hove, The Blueprint, the Black Album, and The Blueprint 3. Those are my top 3 out of the, all the albums he did so far. Jay-Z is a monster. Reason why he's on my list, because he's a businessman. He has this influence that, hey, you can own something one day, that you can be more than just an artist or a slave to your music. You can own your music, gain rights to your own music, be your own manager. That's why I love Jay-Z, man. That's why he's on this list. And you can't deny Hove rhyming style is unlike no other, man. The way Jay-Z flows over beats is crazy. No pen, no paper, all of that. But not only that, the way he expresses himself through music is incredible. Strictly incredible. Now, let's get into the #1 pick from your boy, Tommy Too Fly. My #1 artist on my list, and still is one of the greatest of all times. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you feel about it, because this is my show. But you can put your thoughts at the bottom and then in your opinion bottom if you subscribe to your boy Tommy Too Fly. Let me know what you feel about this. But the artist I'm gonna say here now, Nas. You can't get no better than Nas when it comes to being in hip-hop, man. Nas is hip-hop. Recording producer, actor, and entrepreneur. Sold over 25 million records worldwide, man. My favorite Nas albums, It Was Written, God's Son, and the classic, Illmatic. Come on, this is Nas. Why is Nas #1? Well, Nas is #1 on my list for one reason and one reason only. The way his lyrics come at you, the way he makes you envision what's going on with him, the way he tells the story. He's a poet. He's a hip-hop poet. The wordplay from Nas, crazy. Right words past the margin. Nas is wonderful. I love him to death. I hope I get to meet him one day, shake his hand. I can talk about Nas all day. But that's my top 5. And you can't have a top 5 without a 6th man, right? So let me introduce y'all to the 6th man, Kanye West. Yeah, yay. But not the Kanye that's out now. Not the fool yay. Not the self-arrogant yay. No, I'm talking about Kanye post-graduation album Kanye. When Kanye first came out, he was a big influence to me, man. Like at the time, I was at a dead-end job, just working my butt off, thinking about how to become an artist. And then here comes Kanye, doing something that's never been done before. The way his music was totally different from what everybody had. The way he produced it, his music was so much soul and pain and heartfelt. Kanye was that dude, man. And I want that Ye back. I miss that Kanye West. Don't know if we ever gonna get to see Kanye in his prime like that again. But I'm so thankful for what he done so far. So yeah, Kanye is definitely my sixth man off the bench, but it's got to be that Kanye. It can't be like Michael Jordan wearing the 45 Michael Jordan. It's got to be the MJ wearing the 23 Michael Jordan. You feel me? That's how I feel about Kanye. I need that freshman Kanye and not that rich and iffy Kanye. Rich and famous Kanye, I should say. I need the Kanye that went through something, that came out that car wreck and had his mouth screwed and still recorded music. That Kanye, you know what I mean? So, I hope y'all enjoyed my presentation today. I'm also gonna have a follow-up with this with the top 5 hip-hop groups. So that's why you didn't hear me name names out of groups I like, because trust me, my list would be totally different if I went into groups and picked people out of groups to put in my top 5. That's why I try to stay away from groups or group people that I love in a group. So that's why I'm just do that on a whole separate podcast. So for all of y'all tuning in today, I want y'all to hit the like and subscribe button. Also leave your comments on who's your top 5 and your 6th man and your honorable mentions. Leave it all down there. Try to reply to you. You know what I mean? We definitely want to get it in here on the Two Fly podcast, where I want to hear everybody's voice and not just mine. So come on, y'all. Join the movement. I'm so thankful that y'all tuning in today to hear my top 5. And like I said, let me know what y'all think in the bottom, man. I'ma holla. Y'all be easy. I'm gonna see y'all on the other side. Keep hip hop alive. It's your boy Tommy Two Fly. Gone.